Hello and welcome back to some more SteelRising. I hope you're all doing well. So we are back in Les Invalides, as we got to do some side quests, and we have got the main story that has brought us here now. I hope you're all doing well. Bloody uniform scrap. Okay. La da da dee. Hotel. Find the riders. Yeah, I was debating whether or not to keep on doing this series or not, because I wasn't actually enjoying it, but it's like... Ow. Yeah, like I was saying, I was debating whether or not to keep the series going, but I'm one of these people that when I start something, I don't like not seeing it through. New area, the dead tree. Well, what was the point of coming here then? Something at the back, and that's 230 odd meters away. This don't make much sense. I am currently working on Siphon Filter 2 for the PS1 and working on Callisto Protocol. I know it's in February, the game's been out for a while, but it just takes me a bit longer to get through uploads and stuff. I'll deal with this piece of shit up here a minute. Yeah, I did a little bit of grinding when you lot, well, off camera, like, just get some more levels and stuff. Free the hotel. We should probably have a look around. Yeah, because after Callisto Protocol, I'm gonna be doing Dead Space. But are you enjoying the Resident Evil PlayStation 1 where the director's cut uploads? Let me know in the comments what you think. So I must admit, I had a hell of a lot of fun recording that. Search the garden. Oh, what's that? Dear Monsieur, last week I agreed to give you my assistance for the umpteenth time in finding Mademoiselle Athena's. To do this, I had to send 3 of my men to the Luxembourg Gardens to search for her. I appreciate the importance of the work that you do for the kingdom, but you cannot use my services for your own personal benefit with impunity, and to the detriment of important police work. It is your responsibility, Monsieur, to control your daughter and to take appropriate measures to stop her from running away. A young lady of her standing must not behave like a wild animal.
Athénaïs, pour l'amour de Dieu, run and hide!
What do you mean, Papa?
Hurry, I beg you! The Count is at our door. He shall take us away.
Good heavens!
Don't worry about me. Run, I say. Run!
The demons are coming. Is this a new weapon? Yes, it is, and some new clothing. Well, there doesn't seem to be anything in here. Oh, okay, we gotta go over there. You fuck off, I hate these things. Actually, no, I can't really leave. I need to... Shit. I need to have a look around to see if there's any... That's blocked. What the fuck is happening?
must carry on, I beg you!
I'll never make it. I'm out of breath.
Porano de Gia. Suzanne, just a bit more. We're almost there.
A watch with a broken face. Because I think we picked up another memory in a different part of town a while back. Or in a couple episodes before, when we was just, like, it was like a mini episode, we were just looking around. What the fuck is this thing? Yeah, the game really wants you using, like, bombs and stuff like that in order to get through it, I've noticed. Dear Reverend Deacon, I am obliged to go to Orleans where my sister who has fallen ill beckons me to her bedside. I therefore entrust you with the key to the ossuary and ask you to preside over the funerals in my absence. The Lord be with you. Alright, so that area is blocked. And we got a boss. Okay.
It's going to give way.
Right, Suzanne, it's too late.
Daddy's gonna get you.
John, no.
A woman's headpiece. Yeah, if we can get the main... Oh, if we can get this main story done, then we can head off and do some side missions later. We got enough than 29,000 it's costing that. Yeah, I'd done quite a bit of leveling up when I was out. Well, that one's at max. I don't need to be going this way, do I?
Young
Ooh,
It's
side
gonna be
quest.
all right. This machine is alone, and the door is barricaded.
It won't hold. Did you see how easily those demons entered the church?
Why have I got no...
What do you want with us, Automat? You should know. It was your kind that slaughtered these lambs. I don't think those who were able to escape stand much of a chance either.
Where are the survivors?
They're hiding in the catacombs behind the church. That's enough questions now. Leave us be, Vertu.
Why have I not got any voice with my character? Oh, ages. So there was an update or something the other day. I wonder if it's bugged me out or something. Levershier's Subliminator. Wow. Okay, we ain't got the key for that area then. Must have to come back here for something at some point. Oh, hello, 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 hello. I hate these bloody things. Yeah, because there's a lot of enemies you don't really have to fight, you can just get past them. Saves on resources as well. How the hell do I get in there? I thought I saw something shining on the floor then. You know what, while we're here, let's just head up and go to this exchange site. I mean, these enemies ain't even worth fighting really, because how much experience they get. 75 experience, there's no point. Unless I'm getting like a few hundred per kill, then...
Du Puissant.
Madame de Polignac.
It's dreadful, Aegis. All is lost.
How were you able to leave Saint Cloud?
Earlier, after you ventured out into the palace grounds, all of the machines that were guarding us set out after you. I seized the opportunity to go to the stables and jump into a horseless carriage.
What are you doing here, Madame?
The children, Aegis. Charlotte and the Dauphin. The Queen and the Marquis de Lafayette did everything they could do to save them from the King's madness. They spent days working out every detail of this operation with the greatest secrecy. The preparations for departure with our accomplices in the Queen's house. The children's escape, hidden inside this wagon. Our meeting here, in this very place. Then our departure with the riders who were to ensure our safe passage all the way to Austria. They would have been safe there with their uncle, the Emperor. But you can see for yourself. The children are nowhere to be seen. Poor Monsieur Cléry. He was the Dauphin's valet. The poor soul gave his life to protect the little ones.
Ooh.
Madame.
Leave it at that. Jesus Christ. A lot of death gone on here. Red cap with a rooster embroidered on it.
Madame. The attackers all bear the same red cap with an embroidered rooster.
It's the symbol worn by those who support the Duc d'Orléans.
One of them had a map indicating all the staging posts from here to the Principality of Liège.
Liège? That rabble-ridden city is where the Duke and his miscreants have established their base.
Over here, there are 4 dead horses, and the body of a third man wearing a red cap.
4 horses for 3 men. That means one assailant managed to get away. It's beyond doubt. The Duke's men have taken the children. They're the ones behind this ambush, and they knew every detail of our plans. We were betrayed.
But surely the ambush did not go exactly as planned. 3 of them lost their lives.
That's true. If only we could catch the one who was able to escape. But now that I think about it, the riders that the Marquis de Lafayette promised us, if they made it here, they may have been able to surprise the kidnappers and stop them from carrying out their misdeed. By the grace of God, they may already be on their way to Vienna with the children.
I shall get to the bottom of this. Which garrison is this squad from?
They are stationed at the Hôtel des Invalides. The riders must have left from there.
Very well. I will try to retrace their steps. As for you, please return to the Queen at once. You have taken enough risks as it is.
Find the children, Aegis. Je vous en supplie.
I don't trust her for some reason. Can't go that way. Right, we need to find a way into this bloody... hotel. Oh shit. Way's blocked. Okay, fair enough. Alright, now I'm stumped. I wouldn't know how to get in there even if I tried, no? Okay. In that case, there must be a grapple point or something that we can grapple up to. It has to be. Because the riders are right there. But it doesn't seem like we have a way in there. Hey. Right, I'll be back in a minute once I find the bloody way into this area. Found it. At least I think I found it. I've been here for like 20 minutes running around this place. A module key. Why is my voice cutting out every time? I'm getting closer to Les Invalides. Oh, what the fuck, I can't go in the water, surely. Yeah, I'm sorry for all the glitches and everything, but unfortunately, there ain't really a lot I can do about it.
The debt was no longer sustainable, Your Majesty. Your mechanical revolution has changed the face of the kingdom, but the coffers are woefully empty.
The debt, Monsieur Necker. This debt that you and your banking friends helped to create for your own benefit.
The king.
Which is now forcing us to levy new taxes. Will my subjects be able to bear another tax?
Yes, Your Majesty. As long as it is distributed fairly, the representatives of the nobility, the clergy, and the Third Estate must come to an agreement. That is why we have convened the Estates General. Tomorrow you are to preside over the opening ceremonies.
Oh, your Estates General. Nothing good can come of it. You have roused the spirit of rebellion. All I hear about are their damned cahiers de doléances. My rightful enjoyment is being challenged. The streets of Versailles are teeming with loudmouth fanatics with sacrilegious thoughts. Tell me, Monsieur le Ministre, have you purposely set this army of the unwashed against me?
Your Majesty, I have always been your most faithful servant.
Beware, Necker. Beware. I have a surprise in store for anyone who dares attack my throne.
Sounds like the king's gone mad on power. What the fuck is this thing? Whoa, that thing's huge. Yeah, we ain't parrying the shit out of any of that. Okay. What the fuck? It's got a rocket launch! Fine. What the fuck? What the fuck? What new power have you got for me?
Suzanne, my dear Suzanne, take my hand, please. Don't let them take me away. No. Oh no, this has to stop. I don't want to be tormented anymore.
That is not my intention. I have come to rescue you.
Rescue me? But what on earth are you?
It is of no importance. What did you see and hear before you regained consciousness?
I had frightful visions, rageful wraiths filled with pain and sorrow. And it was cold enough to curdle the blood. It's impossible to describe. All the rage and anger. I was in another body, I think. So big, so powerful. And there was this commanding voice, ordering me to spread terror and death. Did I really hear it? Or did I momentarily lose my mind?
Who are you, monsieur?
Don't you know? I'm Jacques Necker, Ministre des Finances. Well, I was before I was captured. But this situation suggests that the king has decided to dismiss me from his service.
What does he accuse you of?
My alleged connivance with the Third Estate, no doubt. And, most of all, for having been the first to ask to convene the Estates General.
How and when were you captured?
When the machines attacked, my wife and I fled our home to hide not far from there, in the Église Sainte-Marie. But we didn't stand a chance against the machines. They overran the nave, wantonly mowing down the faithful. My wife, my poor wife, she wasn't able to escape. I'm sadly convinced of this. As for me, my life was spared only so I could be tormented. What is the meaning of all this?
What will you do now?
There is no future for me in this kingdom. I need to find a safe place where I can prepare for my departure as soon as possible.
Take Monsignor Necker to the convent.
I will take you to the Cordelier convent. You will be safe there.
À la bonne heure, she's back.
Aegis, what a joy and relief to see you again.
Monsieur,
Welcome to our stronghold. I'm sure that everyone here is aware of the great debt we all owe you. As you can see, the most exhausted among us are growing stronger.
While the most determined are already planning our counterattack.
I did not expect to see you all together.
4 days ago, the representatives of the Third Estate gathered in a tennis court. They swore not to separate until they had established a constitution for the nation. But that was not the only oath we swore. All the honorable men who were at Versailles, representatives and patriots, members of the Club Breton, secretly swore to meet here if they were dispersed.
You, Aegis, have allowed them to gather once again. Though unfortunately many are missing, we still have hope.
Why did you choose to meet in this convent?
It was my idea. Voyez-vous, I stay here whenever my obligations bring me to Paris. No other retreat inspires such peace and contemplation. Et puis, truth be told, this building has always felt like a fortress to me. Just look at how thick these walls are.
For 2 whole days, the patriots in the quarter consolidated the outer walls to make it an impenetrable citadel. No automat has broken through our defenses yet.
Well, that's good.
Where are the monks, mon père?
They are secluded in their quarters, praying for the salvation of the people of Paris. However, we bear no illusions. We are weak, we are divided.
And we are unarmed. Without you, without your warrior strength, we have no chance of turning things around.
You are sent by heaven above, Aegis. From now on, you may consider the Cordelia Convent your headquarters and a welcome refuge.
We must speak, you and I, in private, if you please. Monsieur de Lafayette must not hear a word of what I'm about to tell you.
What do you mean? You all seem to be certain that I will use my strengths to serve your cause. Are you forgetting that I have a task to accomplish?
Not at all, madame. We all know and support your plan to free Monsieur de Vaucanson. That is why I've taken the time to think of a way for you to get to the Bastille.
I am listening.
There is a patriot in Paris whose pamphlets have aroused Monsieur de Lafayette's ire. His anger is so strong that the poor man had to disappear to escape arrest. I know that he is secretly hiding in the quarries in Montmartre. A labyrinth he is said to know like the back of his hand. If anyone can help you navigate the obstacles that keep you from the Bastille, it is the elusive Monsieur Marat.
Very well. I will go and find him.
We must find the rat.
Monsieur Necker.
I owe you my life, madame. So I am embarrassed to ask you for anything more.
Do not fear. You have my full attention.
Suzanne, my beloved wife. I cannot bring myself to accept her death. Despite all the evidence, I still hope to see her alive again. I need to be sure. Mon Dieu. What have I done to deserve such a fate? Why has the king sworn to destroy me? And all that I hold dear, after everything I've done for him, my abnegation.
Why would the king owe you anything?
I dedicated my life to the kingdom as his minister. Well, my life and my fortune as well. I refuse to accept any remuneration for my services in order to keep the accounts balanced. And I personally filled the king's coffers with 2.5 million livres from my own private accounts, bonds in the Caisse d'Escompte, which the king keeps in a tailor-made armoire de fer in the Palais des Tuileries. He stores all his secrets there. I'd wager there's enough in there to sully his reputation 100 times over. You must retrieve these bonds post-haste, madame. They must not be used to allow this madman to build more murderous automats.
Do I have any chance of opening it?
Don't even think about it, madame. Despite your incredible strength, that safe is said to be impenetrable. It was designed precisely to that effect. I personally never had access to it. I suppose that its contents were too unofficial for the honest minister that I always was.
Who has the key?
The king does, that's for sure.
Anyone else?
How could I know? His shadow advisors, most likely. Now that I think about it, there's a rumor that has been going round Versailles for a while now. It's said that Monsieur de Mirabeau used to come and go as he pleased at the Tuileries, that he oversaw diplomatic missions for the crown. Not in any official capacity, of course. Who knows? He might know more about this matter than I do.
I will ask him. I will look into what happened to your wife.
Bless you, madame.
Where should I start my investigation?
In the Faubourg Saint-Germain, east of Les Invalides. We were separated in the Église Sainte-Marie, on Rue de Bourgogne.
I shall be off.
You are the only hope of seeing my beloved wife again, and of foiling the plans of the clockwork tyrant.
Okay, so we got a few side. Ooh, what's this? Mon Pierre, the rules of our order forbid us from taking part in secular affairs. It is through prayer and prayer alone that we shall save the souls of those whom the Lord in his holy grace decides to call back unto him. I entrust you with the reliquary of our brotherhood and pray that you, as well as those who seek shelter by your side in the refectory of your convent, will keep it safe from the destruction that could befall us. May God keep you and protect you.
Aegis, a word, s'il vous plaît.
Oh no.
Monsieur Raymond.
Aegis, we are very pleased to see you again. It was very unwise of us to leave the Société without such a capable bodyguard as yourself. It is a miracle that we got here safely.
What do you want to talk to me about?
Have you ever heard of the Club de Massiac, Aegis?
No, monsieur.
It's an association that meets at the Hotel de Massiac, just west of Les Halles. It counts some of the wealthiest plantation owners in the Empire. Those from Saint-Domingue and the Petite Santé, our most formidable adversaries. They are waging a war of influence to keep the slave trade going, and resort to the vilest methods to achieve their ends. They worship nothing but money, and their greed is matched only by their cruelty. Regrettably, my interests occasionally require me to suffer their company. 2 months ago, I was in Le Havre to settle some business with the Admiralty, when I overheard a conversation between two planters from Bastère. If they are to be believed, the Club de Massiac is plotting to create sleepless slaves, des esclaves sans sommeil. Those were their exact words. It's hard to say what this could possibly mean, but I fear they plan to administer some foul drug to their slaves to force them to toil day and night, without rest. Our organization will not let these poor souls endure such a hell. Aegis, we must look into this. It is a matter of great urgency.
You speak of greed, Monsieur Raymond. But could you enlighten us as to what makes you any different from the planters you condemn?
What exactly do you accuse me of, Monsieur de Robespierre? S'il vous plaît, do tell.
Do you not also exploit the labor of these poor souls yourself on your indigo plantation?
I fight every minute of every day to improve their condition. No one would have the audacity to deny this.
If that's the case, then why wait? Free them. You preach abolition, yet you continue to line your pockets at their expense. The truth is, you refuse to upend the established colonial order because your entire fortune depends on it.
It's easy to criticize from atop Mount Olympus, Maximilian. You know nothing of the realities of Saint-Domingue. What would happen to all these people if I freed them tomorrow? Without an education, without a livelihood, I would be condemning them to the most abject misery. No. I must act with both compassion and realism.
Any reform, revolutionary or not, must be taken step by step, with moderation and prudence.
This reform is not so difficult. I've begun it myself at La Belle Gabrielle, my plantation in Guyane. There you will not find slaves, but workers who earn a weekly wage. And my plantation is no less profitable.
Ah, yes, profit. Because that's the most important thing. Don't you see, the law of nature gives every man the right to cultivate his own land?
Monsieur, calm yourselves. I implore you. Now is no time to quarrel. What Monsieur Raymond has related to us is extremely worrying. We must find out more about this plot to create sleepless slaves as quickly as possible. Aegis, you are the only one who stands a chance of making it to the Hotel de Massiac alive.
Oh, I'm not touching that subject with a barge pole. Because I'll probably get called a racist or something in the fucking comments by some people. Because everybody's crazy fucking nowadays. So...
Did you go to the Hotel de Massiac?
No, not yet.
Remember, it's by Les Halles, just west of the Marché des Innocents.
Holy fuck.
What is the aim of this organization?
We publish articles and exert our influence on those who are in a position to improve the lot of our unfortunate brethren. Our numbers grow by the day, and we have many illustrious members, such as the Comte de Mirabeau and the Marquis de Lafayette. But it was Monsieur Brissot and the abbot that founded the group.
Good old Brissot. Shouldn't he be here by now?
Yes, mon père. He should have arrived hours ago. Alas, there has been no sign of him.
I hope to God that no misfortune has befallen him.
What fate does the kingdom reserve for those with black skin?
According to tradition, any enslaved person who sets foot on French soil is freed.
This rule is most problematic in the eyes of planters in the colonies, who would seek to maintain their precious labor force.
This is why, for the past 12 years, no black people have been allowed to disembark in any of the kingdom's ports. Those who accompany their masters on the journey are imprisoned in the Admiralty's jails the moment they leave the ship. As for those who manage to evade the authorities, they live in fear of the raids carried out by the Marshalsea.
Are you not subject to these laws, Monsieur Raymond?
I am fortunate enough to have been born a subject of the king through my father, and also to have received an education, and to be wealthy.
Naturally, that makes all the difference.
You are quite a long way from home, Monsieur Raymond.
I haven't been back to Saint-Domingue in nearly 5 years. I left my most trusted men in charge of overseeing my indigo plantation. I came to France with the aim of having an audience with the king. I hoped to convince him to use his automats for agricultural work. I was of the belief that this was the best way to ease the suffering of our enslaved brethren. Alas, it was all for naught. I was only able to get an audience with the Minister of the Navy, and even that was granted reluctantly. Later, when the king convened the Estates General, my hopes were renewed. I saw it as an opportunity to make our voices heard. And then, mon Dieu, what a disaster, Aegis. What a complete disaster.
Okay.
See you later, perhaps.
Alright, how long have we been recording for? I don't know. Alright, well, I am going to have to end this episode here, but thank you all for watching. In the next episode, I'm not too sure what the hell we'll do. I've got to talk to a lot of these people, I think, so we'll see what happens then. But in the meantime, look after yourselves, and hopefully I will catch you in the next episode of SteelRising. So, take care in the meantime. Bye. Alright. Oh shit. 3 of them!